Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Late model open series time. We are here at Five Flags Speedway for week 4 of the season. After the ARCA race, things have gone from bad to worse. Tried to run one of these, caught a second split, was basically top car in that one, running away from the field, and had some lap cars take me out that I couldn't avoid. Should have just checked up and stayed way behind him, would have been fine, and then tried to run a super late model race.
35 miles per
Was
hour.
way in the back, just like I expected. Pretty strong field. Was kind of limping a few spots ahead of where I started, and off a restart had somebody kind of drive into me. So said some stuff in there out of frustration, not over the radios, but tried to record it. Probably not stuff I should have said, so didn't want to show you guys that one. So we're back in the late model open. Stronger field than the first time. And we'll have to qualify and see if we can get anything out of this. Try to improve compared to our performance in this series last week. Not a great first lap. See if we can make the second lap any better.
1-0.
Try to roll the car through the center of 3 and 4 a little bit better. And it looks like it's
B6.
gonna be 6, so not the best place to start. Let's see, we were 0.02 of a second off from 5th, so take it. Could have been worse. Car number 13, there's 15 in total, so guess I can't get too upset with 6, but starting on the outside is definitely not going to be easy. Forgot to pull the spotter off. Pull that off and switch over to the race setup as always. This will be available through the link in the description box. And yeah, should be hopefully a decent race. Try to hopefully get a decent start, not be too far back. I mean, probably going to get shuffled quite a bit back, I would imagine, but there's only going to be so much I can do about that. And we'll just see what happens overall. If I can try to keep it clean, stay somewhere near like 7th or 8th, we should at least be able to gain some high rating and
Rocky, just be quiet.
get a little bit of time back.
Chris, I know you love me. Shut up.
Don't feel like hearing the chat today, and sorry for the chat messages up top. Sometimes it's a whole nother world in these races. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to improve compared to, like I said, caught a decent,
The track temp is
decent
77.
strength of a field.
The air temp is 75.
I think it's about the same as the one I ran last week, so big goal is just to try to finish a little bit further ahead than what I
Car
did.
number 10 in the outside column.
And there we go. It's off and rolling. 10, excuse me. Check for the tires. Hopefully not have to use that. Hopefully I can finally have a decent race. Otherwise, it's pretty bad when ARCA at a short track has been the best choice of the week so far. So, not sure if I'm going to go back to super late model. We'll see. Going to get this and a B fixed in. Doing these all in the same day, so at least get those two. And not sure if I'll run super late model, try it again the rest of the week, or if I'll just skip it and throw something else in place. Probably going to do a couple of road races and maybe throw a dirt oval in place of that. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of depends on what I feel like. And I've got real life radio control car race to get ready for this weekend coming up. So trying to get everything done early on the racing side and iRacing, so that way I can focus on getting prepared for the RC race. Hopefully enjoy that over the weekend.
Okay, Jake,
Get ready to go here. We'll see when the leader goes. Leader's off and rolling.
Go, go, go.
Just running here to the outside. Not going to try to cut down in front of the 6 yet, even though I probably could. Actually, looks like we got gaps, so we're going to try to do that. It's the inside. The 11 spinning. Able to avoid him. So is the 9. Gives us 5th. And now we'll see if we have the pace to stay here or not.
B5.
Front 3 broken away. See if we can catch the 10 at all.
Leader has just done a
13
17.10.
kinda.
The guy behind
3
has
pushed
just
up a
done
little bit, it looked like.
17.38. The car in front's lap time is a 17.29.
Was able to stay off of the 2. Takes
That's
out
the fastest lap of the race.
pit exit
P5.
cone. It's just all about working the throttle, not getting the car too loose off the corners.
The fastest lap, that lap time was 17.23.
But trying to keep the momentum up. 9's breaking away from the 4. Definitely feel like I have better pace here than I did at Stafford last week.
Fastest lap for Kroon, 17.09.
For whatever reason, Five Flags, just in most series that I've run here, seems to be a track I tend to take to fairly well. Not really sure why, but I'm not complaining when I do.
You've just done a 17.25.
Looks like everybody's taking a bit more of an arc into turn 3, even into turn 1 compared to me. A little shallow, a little slow, just wait on it. Check the gaps at the line to the 10 up front, back to the 9. Half a second up front, 3/10s behind. Front 4 kind of getting separated, 3's falling off the 2 a little bit. Really able to gain on the 10 that time. 9's doing a good job hanging with us, 4's also starting to close in. And he's not much further ahead of the rest of the field, so things could get very interesting the rest of the race. And we're only 10 laps in. A pretty clean race so far. Haven't really seen anybody on pit road, haven't seen any smoke. It's been a good race in that sense. Just trying to run consistent laps best as I can.
That last lap was
I'm
a
probably underdriving turn
17.40.
1 a little bit. It's helping me keep the car from sliding too much, which ultimately helps keep the momentum up. Just barely drag the wall there at the start-finish line. Definitely entered a little too shallow there into 1. Try not to focus too much on the gaps, just focus on hitting the lines right now. The gaps
Your
will
last
take
lap
care of
time was
themselves.
at 17.41.
I feel like we're probably about even with the 10. We might slightly be catching the 3. So the gap to the 10 kind of goes back and forth a little bit.
17.46.
Start to pull away a bit from the 9, although the 4's catching him. 10 almost looks to the inside of the 3.
That lap was a 17.46.
Just got to watch out in case there is any contact between the 10 and the 3 up ahead. 4's going to be on top of the 9 relatively soon. I entered too shallow again into 1.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 81 Fahrenheit.
Okay, if the track wants to get hotter, I practiced in conditions similar to these. I think it might have actually been slightly hotter. Two's been really able to pull away from the 3. think
That was,
depending on
17.54.
pace, it might be anywhere from a 3rd to a 5th place finish if the 9 and the 4 don't catch us. Although there's still plenty of time left in the race. We're only halfway done now.
Alright Jake, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. That lap time was 17.54.
This is typically the part in the next few laps where I start to feel like the right sides give up a little bit, so need to just wait a little bit longer on the throttle to keep it off the wall on exits.
That was a 17.56.
Can make a brake bias adjustment towards the back if I want to maintain a similar feel on the entries. Right now it feels okay. 3 and 10 have pulled away a little bit, but I think if I can drive a little more consistently, we might be able to close it back up.
The gap in front is now 0.80.
4 was able to get by the 9. 4 is 1.4 behind, so we'll see if he starts closing that gap up. Don't want to get too low and clip the bumps out of 4. Make a little bit of a brake bias adjustment. 10's going to look to the inside of the 3. Unfortunately, I'm just not close enough to be able to take advantage of that. He's able to fight back on the outside. Gets back in front of the 10.
The gap ahead is now 0.74.
They can keep doing that, I'd take that because I would be able to close in on them. Four picked up a 10th on us that lap.
You've just done a 17.67.
A little bit of smoke up ahead. Looks like the 12 had an issue. It's going to go to pit road, so not a factor. Gain that 10th back on the 4.
You've just done a 17.67.
Almost pushed it a little wide off of 4.
Your lap time was 17.
Trying to set the sights on the 10. Make another brake bias adjustment as we're going to be coming to start lap 30 this time. Pulling away slightly from the 4, so not worried about pressure from behind yet. Just focusing it out the windshield. Just not quite able to get close enough to 10 into the 3. I think I need to arc it a little more into the corner. A little bit of a later apex. Let's try to look back to the inside again. 3's just able to get the run off of 4. Right off the throttle.
0.81.
Eight laps to go this time. Gotta give props to the 10 for a great run, holding on to 4th.
That lap was a 17.71.
4's falling back, but 3 or the 9's trying to get to the 4. It's trying to get to the inside of the 3 again.
The gap in front is now 0.
Still got a front seat to a decent battle up ahead. We're gonna have just 5 laps to go to settle this one. Pushing wide off of 4.
That lap was a
3 gets loose in front of the
17.71.
10. So moving on to it.
One car inside.
Allows us to close up.
Inside clear.
Look to the inside of the 10. Kind of cuts down the blocks. He's going to dive in on the 3. 3's getting loose again. This is going to be a fun ending. It's going to work to the inside of the 3 through 4.
Come on, Jake. Right side.
Try to get to the inside as well.
Clear up high. Right side. The gap 2.
Just kind of drives down
right.
into us.
Clear up high.
I know he was getting loose. Sucks that I can't have the 0x, but I think he really turned down into us more than I pushed up. I think he was just trying too hard. He knew he was losing the spots. So it puts us into 4th. Not necessarily the way I wanted to get by, but
18.00.
we'll look at it afterwards and see how much of that was my fault. Driving the wall like an idiot. White flag this time. Don't know if I'll have enough to get to 10. Looks like he's starting to pull away. Although he gets the inside wall. Not quite going to dive my nose in. We'll see if he pushes wide off of 4. Don't think we're going to be able to get there. We're going to finish 4th, so
Coming up on your
I'll take that.
outside line
It's a
clear.
better finish than I
P4.
expected.
And there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.
Park it and take a look and see what happened with the 3 and us. It's a better race than I expected it to be. Let's grab... so we'll look at that end. I got really fortunate that those 2 were getting loose. So you can see the 3 get really loose in front of the 10. I think he was kind of driving it. I don't think the 10 actually got into him. I think he just got on the throttle a little too hard. And then that was what allowed me to close up. So started out high, kind of went to cut underneath the 10. He kind of threw a little bit. Let's see if he threw a block as much as I think he did. I don't think he really threw too much of a block. I think I just kind of drove in the back of him a little bit. So then the 3 dove down in front, gets loose again. So he's going to lose the momentum. I tried to get a run on the high side off of 2 to pick up some speed. And dove in behind the 10, underneath the 3. 3 pushes wide off of 4, gets into the wall. Alright, so let's look at it this way. Did I not turn in as well as I should have? And I was kind of taking a little bit of that apex, but I still think the 3 was just coming down, not really caring if I was there or not, honestly. And then, unfortunately, you know, he came down. That was a 0x, and then as soon as he was sideways, I had nowhere to go and got his left front, and that's what gave us the 4x. I don't know. That one's hard to say whether or not. Because, I mean, if we look at it from his perspective. So he pushes, he gets into the wall. This is coming across the start-finish line. I don't know if he thought he could cut in front of me, or if he expected me to go to the white line right away, but then he kind of kept coming down. Like you can see, he's starting outside of the 2nd lane markers. And he's coming down to the 1st lane markers. I don't know, it's maybe a little bit on me because I did not turn in probably like he expected me to. Like I definitely feel like I probably should have broke a little bit sooner and not overshot the corner quite so much, and I might have been able to hold a little bit tighter the inside. But you can see the 10 was able to take the arc. Like I just don't think you can take that same line as the 3. I think you've got to understand where I'm at and that you can't just take that line. I mean, I feel bad for getting into him. That's not how I wanted to get by him, but I also didn't expect for him to come that far down. You know, with me on the inside, I would have thought he would have, you know, understood that it didn't matter what line I was taking. You still had to kind of look left and avoid me. So, I mean, I've dished out my fair share of that, so I get it. I'll go back and listen to the audio again, see if he said anything, and, you know, send him a message if I need to afterwards, but feel free to leave, you know, whatever analysis you think out of that. Yeah, that's the only one I really take a look at. For the most part, it seemed pretty clean outside of that, so you can see, I don't know, it's hard to say. It gave us a spot, but I don't know. It's hard to say. We were probably about even, like I said. Maybe the 10 was slightly faster, and I was probably about even with the 3 in terms of pace that last half of the run. But I don't know. I hate getting instant points, trying to be clean or trying to avoid that stuff. Just I don't know how much of that one was able to be avoided without me really checking up and just giving them the entire spot. So take a look at the results. Hopefully something in a positive direction. 3671 strength of field. So like I said, pretty decent for me. Top split of 3. Break even on the safety rating, which I guess for right now I'll take that. And managed to gain 79, so just under 2900. Like I said, lost like I don't even know how many, like 110 or something between the late model and the super late model race. So got 2/3 of it back. I'll take that. It's about a tenth and a half off the one. One was pretty quick. 2 was able to hang with them, and we were just about a tenth off of the 2. We were nearly identical to the 10. Really, kind of flipping back. I think he might have had a slight bit more late run speed. The 3 might have been slightly faster than us at the beginning, but I think overall we were probably about the same pace as him too. So much better showing this time in a stronger field compared to last week at Stafford. So definitely go check this out. It's you can make it loose off the corners if you want. You can really get a good rotation through the corner and keep it yacht a little bit. Kind of use the slip angle to your advantage, but still a fairly comfortable balance setup that allows you to run both sides of the corners around people. So definitely go check it out. Links in the description box, and feel free to leave. Like I said, your take on the deal with the 3. I don't know. I definitely got to take a portion of the responsibility for it, but I still think the majority of it's got to go on the 3 for cutting down a little more than he probably should have. So I get he was probably frustrated losing spots that he didn't think he needed to, but there's only so much you can do that way. So hope to see you guys back soon for more, and I'll keep trying to get some positive results, get some better stuff, and see if I can keep things going back in the right direction, get everything we lost from week 3 back. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.